Well, the markets aren't quite closed yet, but I thought I'd go ahead and just shoot this video while I'm here at the pool relaxing during my lunch. I think that what I've observed in AMC and APE over the past couple of days is that both are moving down and in a very fast manner. It's pretty violent, really. I don't know when we're going to see a strong corrective bounce in AMC. I really don't. I have been expecting an ABC correction higher, and I think today on the intraday chart we did get a small ABC pattern, but it wasn't big enough to really justify a correction of this massive spill we've seen from that $27 level. At the same time, I see APE starting to head down lower, forming this massive ABC correction down. That makes sense. As a new equity, it's going to correct down. And that's just like an IPO. It happens all the time. You see these big 1, 2, 3 ABC pushes heading lower. And it makes sense. It checks. Now, what's super curious to me is that both APE and AMC are heading lower, but in different waveform modes. I don't know what that means, but to me it kind of looks like they're both just spiraling downward. And on Twitter, it kind of looks like you have some division in the community over which equity is the true equity and which one's going to be the solution and which one's going to squeeze. I think at the end of the day, none of that matters. Absolutely none of it matters. It's all equity derived from the same place, but now you have this effort by retail to push these stocks higher being divided. And just that confusion puts a big wedge in the community's buying power. And yeah, I'm sure that short sellers are going to exploit that. If that's your assumption, that there are people out there trying to take advantage of you, which I think there are. I think there absolutely are. And I think some of them might even be YouTubers or influencers that you may have learned to grow to trust and love, and that's sad. I think that really is sad. I'm not sure if everyone who is on YouTube, who is bullish, who is pumping stocks, I don't know if all of those people are intending to do that or not. I can't accuse anyone of anything. I don't have any evidence, of course. But when you start putting out just these absolutely horrifically incorrect analyses and with little evidence or reason to, other than affirm your followers' bias, that just looks bad to me. It looks really bad. And even if you don't know that these are bad patterns, if you're also offering like classes or products about teaching people how to do stuff, like, you can't get stuff that wrong and be offering those things and be ignorant. Like, it just drives me nuts. And so it really is just, I think, a feeling of incongruency between having validity and also being well-intended. Like, it's just, none of it's making sense to me, and I think that's true for a lot of people. And so it looks like to me retail traders are starting to pick up on that, and a lot of people are selling, like I did. I sold out at 26.10, and every day that looks like a better and better decision. At the moment, I am holding one share of AMC and APE, kind of out of solidarity more than anything else, because I feel bad for people. And I think just owning one of each is a good way to show acknowledgement and bring awareness to the issue, kind of voting with my money, so to speak. It's going to get rough. It's going to get really rough. I've always imagined that my channel would grow as the retail trading frenzy ended, as the meme stocks slowly died. I always thought that my channel would grow at that point. Me being kind of this really rational technical analyst that gets a lot of stuff right most of the time, I thought people would flock to that kind of information, but they don't and they won't, and that's just something I have to accept. At this point in time, I don't see my YouTube really growing. I have been on Twitter, just kind of going around rattling people's cages, rah, 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 look, I said you were going to be wrong and you were. And that's just what I do. It's fun for me. It's not productive. I understand that people are generally unsubscribing from my channel now, and that's okay. Instead of, it used to be that I'd look at my YouTube stats and see how many subscribers I had gained, but now I look and see how many I've lost. It's like, oh look, only lost 2 today, yay. Again, that's totally fine. I feel like I got on this YouTube train really late. Had I started doing this in 2020, I think I could have been one of those big guys, that could have possibly made a lot of money. like Trey's made a ton of money doing this, right? And he's not even doing as good of a job. So in a way, I think I've missed that boat, and I just have to accept that. And regardless, I'm just gonna keep this. I'm gonna keep going though. Absolutely, I'm gonna keep going, because this community of people that follow me, you guys are great. You're amazing. It is incredible to see the stocks you pick, how you trade, how open and honest you are with each other, and the discussions we have in the Discord are fantastic. I enjoy all of that a ton, and I want to continue that. I understand moving forward, maybe this community in general, the retail trading community, is much more niche, very small, and I'm okay with that. I really am okay with that. I've been in the game since 2008 when I bought my first silver, and I gotta tell you, I've learned a lot of lessons since then, and I think that at the end of the day, my experience and my analysis will be realized by the majority, and when that happens, maybe my YouTube will take off, but I'm not counting on it. So that's just me blathering a lot about like where my vlog is at, where I think the community is at, what's going on in those meme stocks, and how I feel about a lot of those big YouTubers, because I've been ranting about it a lot, sometimes when I'm stoned or drunk, and that's not maybe the wisest thing, but at the same time, my whole approach has just been to be brutally honest. This is a vlog, this is me, this is what I think, this is my life, and that's what I'm choosing to share. I'm not putting on a persona. I mean, sometimes I turn on the Capavision voice, but honestly, I like Capavision. I like talking like that, it's fun for me. So, I just wanted to put those thoughts out there, and I know some of you like to hear that sort of stuff, and there you go. I think I should also attach some analysis here as well. I don't think that there's any value in really opening up the charts, because a lot of the analysis I've given in my past videos is still very, very relevant. And I actually want to encourage my followers to go back and watch those old videos. They age so well because, well, the analysis is pretty well founded. It's important to remember that no one has a crystal ball, so sometimes I do miss things, right? But who else was saying that we would go sub 15 or near 15 when we were up in the mid 20s with AMC? Who's providing that kind of bold analysis? Obi-Wan Kenobi is. Obi-Wan Kenobi does great stuff, and his scanner tool is really good. It's great. Sometimes those stocks, they do pop up higher and then they move down. So just remember that scanner tool is really good for these short-term gains, and it's possible that a lot of these stocks do run higher in the future, but you know, just be aware of that. There is no golden solution or perfect scanner or indicator that's gonna make you money no matter what. Although the scanner does work in the short term on a daily and weekly time frame very, 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 very well. So it's probably a very important thing to do, is run that scanner before you go long on stock, because if there isn't a buy signal there on the scanner, then, well, maybe be careful. So what I'm looking forward to for the rest of this week is really just for the markets to dump. I think the bulls don't have a case yet. I really don't. I think we're going to go in for another dive here. The same way that we saw SPY come off of the 431 high and move down to 412. I think that's just the first leg of a half staff formation. If you look on the hourly chart and turn on after hours, you're going to see it's either a right angled and descending broadening formation or a descending broadening wedge. It doesn't really matter. They're both corrective wave patterns, and they signal an attempt at reversal. And it looks like today we had a rejection of a bullish reversal higher, a short-term bullish reversal higher, and these gaps are just looking nasty. It's possible that we could be in for some of the biggest market moves we've seen up until this point, and I am comfortable saying that the markets do look ready to me to make a big move, and I'm not ready to say it's bullish yet. We are still in the zone of uncertainty, but come next week, we're going to have a lot more clarity. And that's what I have for today's video. Not many charts, no charts today, but a lot of vlogging. It is a vlog, and if you want to join Capavision, please do so. That's what's keeping me here. That is really what's keeping me here, is there are people to support me, who appreciate the analysis, and those premium subscriptions. That's a huge motivator for me. Huge motivator for me. You know, there's 30, 40 odd people who are premium subscribers, and oh man, that's so cool. That is so cool to me. So thanks for the support, everybody. That's all I have for today. I'm going to sign off now. Happy trading.